Hello, you're watching VNA News and now headlines.
Seminar looks into Vietnam-US comprehensive partnership. Annual interest rate on dollar deposits is cut to 0%. Vietnam is among top 15 recipients of remittances.
Vietnam-US comprehensive cooperation of the past 20 years and prospects for the future were the focus of discussion at the workshop hosted by the Ho Chi Minh National Academy of Politics and Public Administration in Hanoi on December 18th. Let's take a look.
Delegates held that trade and investment collaboration is the focus of and momentum for Vietnam-US ties. Two-way trade revenue has shot up by some 100 times from $400 million in the pre-normalization period to likely $40 billion in 2015. The U.S. has been Vietnam's largest export market since 2005, while Vietnam has ranked 20th among countries exporting to the U.S. and become the biggest ASEAN exporter to the nation. Meanwhile, U.S. investors have run 742 investment projects worth over $11 billion in Vietnam so far, ranking 7th among countries and territories investing in the country. Scientific technological cooperation has seen remarkable strides with a number of fruitful joint research projects. While labor and social issues are considered by both sides as a priority at both bilateral and multilateral forums, collaboration in education and training has also been intensified. U.S. Ambassador to Vietnam Ted Osius called on the country's young people to jointly create and develop new business and investment opportunities. He voiced the belief that the U.S. will surely become the top investor in Vietnam if current cooperation continues to be fostered.
The Prime Minister has sent a dispatch to ministries and localities requiring drastic measures to ensure traffic safety and order during the New Year, Lunar New Year festivals and the upcoming 12th National Party Congress.
The Prime Minister requested the Transport Ministry to direct transport businesses to improve service quality, intensify the local sale of tickets, and address hotspots of traffic accidents and congestions. It asked the Ministry of Public Security to strengthen patrols and strictly punish traffic safety and order violations, and reinforce its personnel to ensure security, social safety, and order. The Ministry of Public Security is also asked to strengthen efforts to prevent goods smuggling, trade frauds, and counterfeits, and to timely detect and address acts that violate laws on the environment, natural resources, and food safety and hygiene. Firefighters were requested to better firefighting plans and stay ready for fire extinguishing and rescue activities in order to minimize damage caused by fires and explosions.
Vietnamese graffiti artist Phạm Minh Tuấn and his assistant had completed graffiti work on the wall in front of the German Consulate General in Ho Chi Minh City. The work was the last in a series of activities marking 40 years of diplomatic ties between Vietnam and Germany.
The large work features the images of a German, beers and cars, and a Vietnamese woman in a traditional dress, a palm leaf conical hat, a motorbike, and the Notre Dame Cathedral in the city. Graffiti art has been taught in universities in several European countries. With the project, Germany wanted to be the first country to support graffiti art in Vietnam, where there are still many misconceptions about it. The work will be expanded when the German consulate moves to the German House, now under construction on Lê Duẩn Boulevard in 2017.
The maximum interest rate paid to individuals depositing U.S. dollars in local banks is cut to 0% per year from December 18th. Prior to the change, the rate was for 0.25% per annum.
Organizations, excluding credit institutions or branches of foreign banks, also do not receive interest for dollar accounts. The central bank said the decision was made to continue implementing concerted measures to increase the value of Vietnam dong and curb the dollarization of the economy. Earlier on December 17th, the U.S. Federal Reserve decided to raise interest rates by 0.25 percentage points, which, however, has not prompted the State Bank of Vietnam to change its policy on stabilizing foreign exchange rates. Vietnam's forex market saw almost no fluctuations after the U.S. Federation Reserve decision, and the prices of U.S. dollar at the commercial banks remains at the ceiling.
Vietnam would remain among the top 15 recipients of remittances in 2015, with a total amount of $12.5 billion sent by Vietnamese living overseas. This information has been announced in the World Bank report.
The World Bank's report revealed that Vietnam was ranked 11 in the list. India is forecast to get the top spot, followed by China. Domestic statistics also estimated that Vietnam this year will receive roughly between $13 billion and $14 billion of remittance, up against $12 billion last year. Võ Trí Thành, Deputy Director of the Central Institute for Economic Management, said remittances play an important role in the nation's economic development and macroeconomic stability. Statistics from the State Committee for Overseas Vietnamese Affairs under the Ministry of Foreign Affairs showed that nearly 5 million Vietnamese are residing in 103 countries and territories around the world. Remittances into Vietnam have increased about 22.4% annually in the past 2 decades, with an exception in 1997 and 2009, when economies in the world faced financial crisis.
Even though government and textiles exports saw a plunge in November, the industry's export revenue is forecast to meet the annual target of between $27 and $27.5 billion.
Statistics released by the General Department of Customs show that among exports items, garment and textiles saw the strongest decreases in November, raking in only $1.7 billion. However, the sector's total export revenue in the first 11 months of this year exceeded $25 billion. The sector has received good news as negotiations on a free trade agreement between Vietnam and the EU, as well as Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement, have concluded. As a result, more foreign companies have placed orders in Vietnam, while a growing number of investors are expected to pour money into the country. Yet, large imports of input materials currently remain the biggest challenge facing the sector. Given this, the state has mulled over policies to develop the support industry with the aim of strengthening supply chain, replacing imported materials by domestically manufactured ones. The move is designed to help Vietnamese products get an upper hand in terms of price and time of delivery as compared to foreign rivals.
The northern central province of Thanh Hóa aims to promote its tourism potentials and become a key national tourist site by 2020. More in the following. In the 2016 to 2020 period, Thanh Hóa expects to welcome 200,000 to 250,000 international tourists and serve 8 to 9 million domestic guests per year. The sector is expected to generate more than $403 million by 2020. A staggering increase from the current $158.6 million. The province plans to develop typical tourism products while focusing on upholding traditional local culture. Moreover, tourism promotion campaigns could be expanded in a bid to enhance awareness of tourism development among the local community and enterprises. Priorities will also be given to training tourism staff and improving connections with regional localities and key national tourist sites, including Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, Da Nang, and Ninh Bình. In the first 11 months of this year, Thanh Hóa tourism sector raked in nearly 4.9 trillion Vietnam dong, equivalent to $220 million, up 34.9% compared to the same period last year. Passenger vehicles from Vietnam are now permitted to drive to Mong Cái border gate in the northern province of Quảng Ninh to Dong Sinh city of China and vice versa.
The policy is expected to facilitate tourism between Vietnam and China, as well as satisfy rising demand of holidaymakers of both sides. Vietnam restored granting travel pass to Chinese tourists to Vietnam from August 2013, paving the way for the further development of tourism between the two localities. In the first day the policy became effective, about 20 coaches of travel agencies and private cars from Vietnam and China went through customs at the two countries' border and traveled around Móng Cái and Dong Sinh cities.
The number of foreign visitors to Ho Chi Minh City is estimated to reach 4.7 million in 2015, fulfilling the yearly target and up 7% from 2014, the Municipal People's Committee has reported. The number of domestic visitors is put at around 19.3 million, up 13% from last year. The tourism sector estimates its revenues for the year at 94.6 trillion Vietnam dong, equivalent to $4.22 billion, 10% higher than last year. The southern largest economic hub has focused on tourism promotion on mass media, particularly television. Additionally, a wide range of promotion events have been organized throughout the year, such as Nguyễn Huệ Flower Street Festival, Tourism Day, Southern Cuisine Festival, Southern Fruit Festival, and Long Dress Festival. The launch of the Nguyễn Huệ Pedestrian Street and the new Lộc Thị Nghè Waterway tourism route was also believed to help attract visitors to the city. In 2016, Ho Chi Minh City aims to receive 5.1 million foreign holidaymakers and 21.8 million domestic ones. To realize the target, the city has offered incentives for investors while investing more in training personnel, developing infrastructure, and connecting with other localities. The Central Province of Quảng Trị has raked in over $62.2 million from tourism services so far this year, up 11% against 2014.
Over 1.6 million domestic and foreign visitors have visited tourist destinations in the province from the beginning of the year. In addition to a myriad of festive activities, the province is also enhancing tourism promotion and investment with Savanakhet province of Laos and Mukdahan of Thailand, which is helping to lure visitors to the locality, according to the Provincial Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism. The local tourism sector has launched historical and spiritual tours to Trường Sơn National Cemetery, Quảng Trị Ancient Cathedral, and the Hiền Lương Bridge across the Bến Hải River, among others. The local tourism sector expects tourist numbers to grow by 3.4% in 2016. To realize this goal, the province is promoting tourism, construction facilities, and completing a master plan for the Cửa Tùng and Cửa Việt tourism sites, while attracting investors and promoting sea and island tourism, as well as tours to the La Lai and La Bảo border gates.
A photo collection featuring a festival in the northern province of Vĩnh Phúc by veteran photographer Phạm Ánh received the Special Award for Photo Collection, the highest prize of the Heritage Photo Awards.
This year's Photo Awards was themed Journey Through Heritages and attracted 50 photo collections submissions from photographers across the country. The collection, titled Festival of Straw Cows and Buffaloes, captures festivities in Vĩnh Phúc province during a festival to pray for a bumper crop and healthy cattle herd. Alongside the awards ceremony, an exhibition was organized to highlight some of the best entries. It will remain open to public until December 21st at the Vietnam National Museum of Fine Arts in Hanoi. The organizers also launched the fourth year of the Heritage Photo Awards, for which they will accept entries from January 15th through October 31st.
And that has wrapped up our news bulletin. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye for now.